Good morning, wherever you are. This is Emmanuel again. So today I will be putting you guys through concerning a particular cardless arbitrage. So if this is the first time you're coming across my channel, ensure you click on the like button and the notification bell to get updates and informations on how to make money online. So that being said, let's go straight to the mission of today. So guys, before you guys can be able to do this, you have to have individual that is situated in either United States or one of the countries, and I use either euros, dollars, and GDP. But I will go on and explain using USD. So let me assume you have somebody in abroad, let's say United States, and this person is a very trusted person, and you can be able to send. Let me assume that the person is a Nigerian, because this video is strictly for Nigerians using this particular abitrage to make good income. So let me assume that you have somebody in United States, and that person have a Nigerian bank account. The only thing you needed to do is to send the person. Let's go to our Binance. So once you go to your Binance, you click on the funding and the P2P section, which is this particular place that I circled. Now this person you have in the United States, if the person is not familiar with your Binance, you have to just teach the person on how to do that ASAP. You know, US Binance is different from the Binance we use here in Nigeria, and their Binance is similar but different. But what you're teaching him equally is how to buy USDT using his card. So what I will do is I'm going to use this format. I'm going to use this P2P to calculate the arbitrage earnings that you will make using this arbitrage. So let me assume you have somebody in United States, and that person is a very trusted person. I wouldn't advise you to do anything with somebody that is not a family or a trusted person. You know that it's not going to take your money and block you or run away with your money. Now, if you have a brother or a person in abroad, and that person is a Nigerian, or the person have a Nigerian account, maybe UBA, any other Nigerian bank account, you can actually send money to that person. Let me use 100,000 naira for example. Let me say you transfer 100,000 naira from your bank account to another Nigerian bank account, just like we do in our country today. Maybe they might just charge 50 naira or 25 naira in some cases. Once this money gets to his account, that's 100,000. He's going to convert this money. I'm using the instance of somebody that's in the United States. He's going to convert this money, and converting naira to dollars in the United States is super easy because there is enough dollar there. But buying dollar in Nigerian banks, yeah, as of today is extremely hard, and they will always tell you that there is no dollar in the market, there is no dollar at all, that dollar is scarce. Meanwhile, they sold it to the highest bidder, and we all know that dollar is scarce too. So, but somebody in abroad, maybe a Nigerian in abroad that have the Nigerian bank account, I can send $100 to that person, and that person can just walk to his bank, his US bank, any bank he has in the US, and they will convert this naira. He can actually convert this naira to dollars there, and they are going to do it with the bank rate. So now what I will do is I'm going to go to Google. Let me go to Google so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now I said bank rate in US from naira to dollars. I will click this, so it's going to take me to the site. So we're going to do a kind of calculation to know. Now that person, probably most of the persons will want to get a cut for this. After you give them a good explanation on what they are going to be doing. So now, as you can see clearly, the bank rate, even in Nigerian bank, you can see, even in Nigerian bank, the bank rate is 420 point 326 kobo. So let me say roughly 421. That is the bank rate. Hope you understand what I mean. If somebody, for example, somebody in the US have a Nigerian bank account, you send naira to that person. The person can just walk to a bank and they will do the conversion for him, because in the US dollars is not scarce like here in Nigeria. You understand me? And any transaction they are doing to convert naira to dollars in the US, they use bank rate in the bank. That person can easily convert that money to US dollars. But the only thing you need to do is just to send naira from your bank account here in Nigeria to that person in abroad. Then that person can go and convert that naira to United States dollars. So now, let me assume that this person, we are using 100,000 naira for this transaction, for this arbitrage experiment. And at the end of the day, the bank decided to exchange this 100,000 naira for 500 per dollar. We all know that it's about 4 something, but let me say 500 per dollar. At the end of the day, this person have about $200. Now this person that bought $200 worth of dollars, like he's not having $200, converting the 100,000 naira you send to $200 using 500 per dollar, can now go to maybe Binance, for example. They have other platforms they use to, they use so many other platforms there in the US. But let me see Binance. Binance is also in the US, but their own is a little bit different from our own. But what they can do actually, they can actually fund the account with their card. So let me say the person goes to his account and the person click on buy USD. or maybe try to fund USD. Let me see. The person tries to use the card to fund the US dollar. Let me say I click on buy USDT. The person now in the United States is now buying USDT, and the USDT is buying. They are going to debit him in his US account because he's using his credit card. They don't have limits. They are not like, it's not like Nigeria that our card have limit. In Binance we can't use our card to fund, but in US they can fund the Binance platform with their card. So let me say I click on buy. I'm in the US now, so they're going to ask me pay with card. You can see now, remember that person have converted the naira you sent to him to his own US account and is getting $200, which we know that he'll be getting more than this because the bank rate is around 420 or highest 421. Even if they want to do it, let's say 440, 450, but I did 500 to show you that we'll still be in profit. So let me assume that we now bought with $200. They charge there's a fee. Then there's a fee they charge. There's a fee they charge for this for this thing to come, for the transaction to go through for them, but it's a minimal fee. But if you click on this place on this icon, you can see some certain things here. Now I'm using my Binance in Nigeria to do this for you guys, and you can see the limit that I have. They say remaining daily limit is $50,000. I can upgrade to my limit by providing more information, you see. And channel limit, what they mean, they say this is the transaction limit for your selected payment mode. That means me using card or a MasterCard or a Visa card in the United States, for example, or a dollar card, for example, if I can be able to fund or have a dollar card, even if it is a virtual card, that I can be able to fund with $12,000. That is the limit I can do. You see, that is the limit I can do. So now, that person in abroad, they don't have this kind of limit. Is not even applied to them. They can do more transactions more than this. So now I'm just showing you the process that person will be doing. If that person decide to use the card now to fund it, if the person say confirm, you can see how much the person is getting. The only thing they will ask from the person, the person have an account already, all those stuff. You just put the maybe the number, the card number, the expiring date, the CVV, and click on next. Once the person click on next, ask for the maybe OTP or something, billing address, an OTP, how to use a card to fund a platform. So at the end of the day, this person is getting, using this method, this person is getting 105. That is 195.11. So 195.11, and this person can now, once this person is able to buy this, This person can now send it to you, using maybe get 20 USDT network to send to your own wallet that you will send to him or her. Let me assume they remove 0.8 as the fee to send from one wallet to another wallet. After he succeeded in buying the USDT, he can now send to you. I think Binance to Binance, they don't charge fee, but let me just assume they charge this fee. So what you will get is this, and by the time you get this on your Binance, you will be selling with the current exchange rate. So let me just calculate this with this particular exchange rate, which is 650. Now you can see that if I'm selling it, I'm making 26,300 as profit. Can you see that? But we all know that the exchange rate right now is even more than me. Let me see. Let me go and okay, you can see the exchange rate is about 681. So if 681, that means I'm making a profit of 32,000 using 100,000 naira as capital for this arbitrage. The only thing that is required of you is for you to have a trusted individual that have a naira account you can actually send naira to. Once he receive it there, he can now exchange the naira in a bank for dollars. They are going to use the bank rate to do that, which I've showed you guys. And at the end of the day, with a 100,000 naira transaction, you are making 32,000. If you do this 10 times a day, you can see the calculation. You are making about 351.1 naira. Now that is 10 times a day. You can do this. You understand? That is for somebody that just have 100,000 naira. And I think there is a way you can actually just do exchange even without going to the bank in the United States. You operate more mobile than us, but let me assume that the person is ready for this business and the person is abroad, and you explain this to this person the way I'm explaining, and the person knows that okay, at the end of the day, you people are making this particular kind of profit as a Nigerian. I think the person will take it and concur with you because he's going to be making money. So let me assume that we did it 10 times, and then at the end of the day, I gave him 100,000 naira out of it. I end up with 223,000. 200. If I'm earning 223,000 in a day using 100,000 naira as transaction times 7 days. Okay, let me say times 5 days in a week, because the bank doesn't open Saturday and Sunday. So that means in a week I'm making 1.1 million, 1,116,000 something. So if I do it in a month, that is times 4. I'm making about 4 million. 465,000. Can you see what I'm saying? So to me, in Nigeria, that's why I suggest if you have a brother in abroad, you in Nigeria is making this money. This is the money you're making. monthly making this money using just 100,000 naira. Imagine when somebody is using a million naira to do this. That means you can be making good money. At least you'll be making with a million naira, you'll be making up to that 200 or something thousand naira at once. And by the time you run it 10 times or 5 times, you are making full money already, 1 point something million. So now, at the end of the day, you can make 4.4 million by doing this arbitrage. And even the person you are giving his own quota for carrying out the transaction for you are giving him 100,000 naira times 10. You are giving him 100,000 naira times 10 because you guys can be able to get times 7, okay, times 5, because this is 5 days in a week. So in a week it's making 500,000. That is about in bank rate. Let me assume they exchange it for him in bank rate. That means he's making $1,180 something dollars, which is something, you know. So at the end of the day, this is what he's making in a week, in 5 days. So if you see you can do this times 4, that's about 2 million naira. And with bank rate, if he tries to exchange it, it's making like 4.7 million. It's making like $4,750. You can see. So, but as a Nigerian, I think if you favor this person, if this person is using this money, well, to satisfy one or two things in Nigeria, maybe after making this money, sending this money to him in his Nigeria bank account as his own quota, he cannot send it to his family and friends using the Nigerian account. So you can see how easy it is to actually make money. It's just information and connection of individuals in the right places and in the right time. So guys, if you really understand this video and you understand what I'm trying to say, and you know you are getting value from this video, ensure you click on the subscription. If this is the first time you are seeing this my channel, click on the subscription button and the notification bell to receive information and updates regarding how to make money online. Also click on the like button, support this video on my channel, and God will bless you guys. Ensure you do this arbitrage with individual that you trust, like a brother that will not run away with your money. So you can see, normally in Nigeria we can actually buy dollar at most in the bank. You can buy dollar with 480 at most, or even 450 at most. But you can see, because of how scarce and how the naira is to dollar, how scarce dollar is to naira in Nigeria, you can no longer buy, because unless you go to the black market, and going to the black market is penny-wise, pound foolish, you will not really get any profit. But the bank cannot sell to people now because dollars is very scarce. They will always tell you that. So, but somebody in abroad, if you're gonna be able to send naira to somebody's bank account, maybe Nigerian bank account, a Nigerian in the United States, the person can just walk to his bank in the United States and change this money using bank rate, crediting it on his Binance account, thereby buying USDT with the method I show, sending the USDT to you, and you have made the profit after selling it on the P2P market, on the Nigerian P2P market. You have made your money, and that is it. So guys, take care and remain blessed as we forge ahead. Thank you.